So coming to transistor, there are mainly three important things: emitter, base, and collector. Emitter emits the current, collector collects the current, and base acts as an interface between what? Emitter and collector. And there are three important regions in this. Okay. So the regions are what? Active region, okay, saturation region, and cutoff region. So I'll be explaining the three things with a simple example so that it will be easy for us to remember the things. So coming to the example, active region. Active region, do not learn any of these things. I'll tell you what is it. Active region is a region where transistor functions or transistor operates. Transistor operates or it functions. Okay. Transistor operates or working. It is working fine. So that is my active region, first thing. Okay. Now coming to the technical part, you can see E here, C here. So emitter should be in forward bias. This is one more technical term we write. Emitter forward bias, collector reverse bias. That's it. So first thing is transistor active region is region where transistor operates, and this happens when emitter is E is in forward bias, C is in reverse bias. That's it. Okay, C is in reverse bias in the sense there won't be any collector current. Collector current is IC, negligible IC, negligible IC. You can write here, negligible collector current IC. That's it. Okay, so if you write these things, you'll get full mark in this active region. Saturation region. Okay, this I will tell you the very simple thing. For example, morning to evening, you had engineering classes from morning 8 to 5 p.m. Okay, then you got again tuitions at 6 p.m. Okay, so that time already what will happen? We cannot take, the load is too much, correct? So what happens? How much ever the teacher takes, okay, correct? Nothing will go into our head. That is nothing but what? Saturation region. In the sense, no matter how much I increase the emitter base voltage or the collector base voltage, the current in the transistor doesn't increase, or else the operation of the transistor doesn't improve. So in the sense, it is saturated. So we have to remember our own personal example. You got the point? Okay. So this can be actually related with the active region also. This can be related with the active region, where I have to mention in active region what I told, IC negligible, correct? IC is negligible. So obviously in saturation region, okay. So just like our thing, now too much load in the sense what will happen? Our mind will go blank, correct? So this negligible current will be what? Maximum in saturation region for a voltage. So IC will be maximum in saturation region. So that we have to mention. IC will be maximum. That's a key point in this. Okay. So obviously in saturation region, so same thing. See, for example, saturation in the sense, that's it, no more. End of the story. When does a transistor operate? In active region, when emitter is forward bias, collector is reverse bias. Okay, fine. For example, again, same thing, one more thing I can tell you. E is a teacher, C is a student. Okay, so if student doesn't know about subject, he or she will listen, correct? But if student knows more than the teacher, then if he or she, it's not mandatory, right? So similarly here, yes, forward bias in the sense giving, reverse bias in the sense taking. Okay, so here both are in forward bias. Emitter and collector both are in forward bias in saturation region. Both E and C are in forward bias. That also we should mention. Okay. High collector current, but after that particular thing, whatever voltage we give, nothing will happen to that particular thing. That's a saturated thing. Now cutoff region. Cutoff region means, for example, yeah, if too much load is there, if too much load is coming to a transistor, what will happen? For example, too much classes is there. What we'll do, we'll just switch off the Zoom link and we'll go. That's it. We'll say internet problem is there. That's it. Too much load. So similarly, if a transistor is having too much load, what will happen? Both emitter and collector will become what? Reverse bias. That's it. When transistor is off, cutoff region in the sense transistor is in off state. That's it. Okay. Yes, in the sense current in a transistor will be very small. That's it. It's off. Whenever the emitter and the collector, yes, emitter and the collector with respect to what base junction, correct, are in reverse bias, the transistor is said to be in what? Cutoff state or cutoff region. That's it. So active region, we have to remember emitter is in forward bias, correct? Collector is in reverse bias. Now for saturation region, both are in forward bias. Cutoff region, both are in reverse bias respectively. That's it. One of the thing we can see here is VEB. Voltage, here what is there? This is emitter, this is base, correct? Voltage supplied to emitter with respect to base. VCB, voltage supplied to collector with respect to base. So we say this is a junction. What is my base? This acts as a junction between emitter and collector. So that's the reason I'm just saying it's an interface. For example, a simple thing to remember about base is our own mobile phone. Okay, we have an OS, correct? Someone will have Android as the OS, someone will have iOS as Apple thing, iOS as the OS. So what is an OS? Basically, it acts as an interface between user and the hardware. I am the user. Hardware is this physical box, correct? But without the OS, will it? This is just a box. Without the OS, this is just a box. That's it, right? So similarly, what is an operating system? It acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. Similarly, base. Base is actually interface between what? Collector and the emitter. So if you can compare to the real world objects, we'll be able to learn much faster on this. That's all. Good, good.